Hello you guys, we're going to be doing a day in the life on a GLP-1 as I try to stay under my calorie deficit, meet my protein goal, and my water goal. Those have been my goals while being on the medication and they've been helping so much. I've noticed when I don't drink my water or meet my water or my protein goal, the scale isn't moving as much. It's only been about 1 month and I have lost weight, so I'm super happy about that. Today I stepped on the scale and I was at 228.6, which means that I've lost almost 10 pounds. Start my morning off with my Mary Ruth hair growth supplement. This tastes really good. I really enjoy it. Some people even put it in their coffee, but I like to have it just like that. And then I also do the collagen. These are supplements that I've been taking before starting a GLP-1, but I try to remember them every day because a lot of people have told me that your hair starts to thin out and you start to lose a lot of hair. I'm almost out of this stuff, but it is so good. I did start losing a lot of hair postpartum with my daughter. And anytime you're on a weight loss and you're on a big deficit and you're losing weight fast, your hair is gonna thin out. That definitely happened to me on my first major weight loss journey. This one is not so tasty to me. It reminds me of medicine. But it does says it helps reduce the appearance of depth and wrinkles, which I love that. I also always start my morning off with protein, and lately I've been mixing my protein with this thing called Zip Fizz. I mentioned it on my channel before, but it's basically like a little vitamin supplement that also has energy. We start off our morning doing homeschooling, so I like to get my protein and my vitamin drink together because if I don't, I'll just start feeling all over the place and then I'm behind on my protein goal. I also signed up for a gym, so I'm super excited about that. I did partner with WeightCare for my GLP-1. I have been loving their support. I actually have a meeting tomorrow with my member success advocate, and so I'm looking forward to that, seeing what's going to change. For the first month, I've been on the lowest dose, and so I'm supposed to be going up in a dose starting next month. I'm a little bit nervous about that because I feel like my body has just gotten used to this dose. I'm not feeling that extreme fatigue anymore. Sometimes I feel a little bit of nausea, and then if I eat something super greasy, definitely I'm hitting the restroom. But overall, the fatigue was really extreme. I would say like week 2 to week 3, but week 4, it's been going good. I have not been super fatigued, which is nice. I've been having more energy, feeling more like myself, because at the end of the days, I was just feeling really exhausted, really tired. And I thought I had been tired before, but now looking back, I'm like, no girl, that was like, I was tired. All right, I got my protein, I got my water, and now we're ready to start the day. All right, you guys, I just finished cleaning up the kitchen. I'm gonna make some breakfast. I'm gonna be having this chicken breakfast bowl. I picked these up at Costco. I haven't tried it yet, but it is 30 grams of protein. So I feel like this is perfect for a busy morning where I don't want to dirty a lot of dishes, but I do want to meet my goals. You guys, I completely read this wrong. I thought it was a breakfast bowl, but it's a chicken burrito bowl. It doesn't look as good as the picture, but let's see if it tastes good because it definitely smells good. I just put my baby girl down to nap and I cut my son up an apple. So here are his leftovers. They're gonna be my snack. They are 75 grams of yellow apples, which ends up being 43 calories. Not too bad. They're super good. I'd never had yellow apples before. They're very good. I am super behind on my water intake, so this is gonna be my priority. This one is 32 ounces, so if I can drink 2, I'll be super happy. It's so crazy to me how hard it is for me to drink water. I do love water. I enjoy drinking water. I just don't do it because it's not a habit of mine. For a long time, I always drank a lot of water. I would even drink up to a gallon a day, but not anymore. Now it's really hard for me to drink water. I have to constantly be reminding myself. Also, it's kind of annoying going to the restroom all the time, but you have to drink water. It's one of the best ways to actually lose the weight because when fat breaks down, it goes out of your system through either sweat or pee. So you gotta be either sweating or peeing. I keep reminding myself to drink water, but it's definitely a challenge. We're halfway throughout the day and I'm at 573 calories. That counts my protein shake, which I still have a lot of. I like to drink this and sip this throughout the day. It's like a sweet treat. It's so good. I had gone through a major obsession with Coke Zero, Sprite Zero, basically anything zero. But I started getting really bad stomach aches and severe stomach pain when drinking anything carbonated. So I haven't really been a big soda drinker since basically last summer. It's been hard, especially because I've always been a soda drinker. And especially before I started my weight loss journey, I was obsessed with soda. Throughout my big weight loss journey, when I lost 80 pounds, I didn't really drink soda at all. I didn't even really like zero sodas. I don't think zero sodas were around. It was more like Diet Cokes, but I didn't really like them. The taste of Diet Coke is different than Coke Zero, and it just wasn't tasty, so I just avoided it altogether. After I had my son though, I started getting really big into Coke Zero, and it was even getting to the point where I was drinking Cokes every day, sometimes 2 a day. And if you go back to my vlogs, you'll see I'm like cracking open a Coke Zero every day. So after those severe stomach pains, I decided to stop sodas altogether. I have had a couple here and there, and one weekend I had wasn't even 2 sodas. One was a Coke Zero, and then the other was a Poppy, or what's the other one? Olipop? I can't remember which one, but still a carbonated drink. And I was in pain again, and it's really severe stomach pain. I even ended up going to the hospital once because it was so bad. Normally it would go away by the morning, but this time it didn't, and I'm like, I need to go to the hospital because something ain't right. I can definitely tolerate pain, I can breathe through it, and I don't like to go to the hospital. Who does? But I really try to just suck it up until it goes away, but it was not going away. So I went, and they did tell me that my gallbladder was not reacting well to the soda. So essentially they told me stop eating fatty stuff, stop drinking carbonated sodas, stop eating spicy food, and that's kind of been what I've been doing ever since, which is really hard because I'm literally Mexican. So telling me to not eat spicy food. Surprisingly enough, when I got pregnant, both times my spice tolerance level decreased drastically, so I can't even handle spice that much anymore. Hot Cheetos I can still handle, but they're just not good for us, so I'm trying to avoid them. It's kind of hard. I still like to eat some chips here and there. But one major difference in starting the GLP-1 is that normally when I would open a bag of chips, I just couldn't stop. Like, there was no way to stop until I was at the end of the bag. And now I'll eat some and I'll stop. Like, it's so weird. Even my husband was like, what the? Because it's just not like me. That's the most bizarre thing about this whole GLP-1 experience so far, is that I'm so used to these bad habits that when I don't go in that direction and make the same decisions, I'm like, what the heck? Who am I? Because normally I have to portion it out, weigh it out, put it in my bowl, and then I have to like have so much self-control to not get more. So the fact that I'm able to just grab some, be happy, move on about my day, it's crazy. I just refilled my water bottle, so that means I am 32 ounces in today, 32 more to go. I'd love to be anywhere from 60 to 120 ounces of water. That'd be a good place to be. I'm gonna start working on dinner. This is what I'm gonna be making today. This is Kevin's paleo Korean barbecue beef style beef. I've tried their orange chicken before and it was really good, so I'm hoping this is just as yummy. I picked this up at Costco. They have a lot of really good options that are quick and natural. Maybe it's greenwash. It does say it's grass-fed sirloin beef. And for the sides, I'm going to be doing white rice. I'm going to throw in a bunch of carrots. I have another bag, so I'll probably do both, and maybe even this bell pepper because it's going to go bad soon. And just trying to get those veggies up and in somewhere. Also probably broccoli. Broccoli on the side, this inside with the meat. Alright guys, dinner is ready. This is what it is looking like. I'm gonna wait for my husband to get home so we can eat together as a family. So I'm gonna have this little snack right here, which is these pop chips, cream cheese, and bell pepper. Alright you guys, here is my dinner. This is 324 calories, so for the day I am at 11:35. I still have a few hundred calories for dessert if I so choose, or if I end up hungry a little bit later. I was gonna wait for my husband, but he's running late, and so I'm gonna go ahead and eat my dinner. It's now 7:30. Alright you guys, it is the end of the day. The kids are asleep. I'm still working on school stuff and have videos to edit. but I am gonna have my late night snack, which is Oikos protein yogurt. This is a total of 200 calories. I did put some grapes and some pecans. And then I'm gonna be having 2 servings of steak strips. These are pretty much like beef jerky. I got them at Costco and they're really tasty. So I'm gonna enjoy this as my last meal of the day. So I'm ending the day with 1,508 calories, 120 grams of protein, and I met my water goal. I finished 64 ounces of water and I'm working on another 32 ounces. Will I finish that? I don't know, but I'm definitely gonna drink it, sip on it. I feel like today was a super awesome day. If every day could be like today, I'd be in really good shape. Partnering with WeightCare and starting Tirzepatide has been kind of life-changing. I feel like it's been so much easier to say no to temptations, to make better choices, and my appetite is not out of control like it normally is. I feel like it's easier for me to focus and to do what I need to do to reach my goal weight. So I am loving my experience so far. I feel like things are going really well for me. I'm losing weight. My body is adjusting to the medication. I'm really looking forward to seeing how my progress continues to go. I feel like I am already more confident. I can feel my face shaping up a little bit, my double chin slowly going away. This is what I eat in a day to stick to my calorie deficit on a GLP-1, Tirzepatide, partnering with WeightCare. If you guys are interested in checking out WeightCare, I will put the link in the description box below, as well as my coupon code Monique that saves you $200 off of your first program. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.